So Leafy got banned, and H3 made this pretty funny reaction tweet to it by saying, I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current landscape. The reason why that is funny is because ever since Leafy came back from his long hiatus up until his ban, he has ended every single YouTube video with the clip of Ethan saying, I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current landscape, in a sarcastic, condescending way, and then the fact that Leafy couldn't exist in today's current landscape, and Ethan was finally able to clap back with that comment in regards to the ban, is pretty funny. What isn't funny is what he said after this tweet. But in order to get to that, we'll have to go to before this tweet was made. Actually, before Leafy was banned at all. It all started on the first episode of Ethan's new podcast, called H3 After Dark, when he had some stuff to say in regards to the aftermath of his feud with Keemstar that happened last May. Here is what he said.
I love and appreciate the member support. It's so helpful at this time when we're losing pretty much, I mean, we've probably lost like 80% of our sponsors.
Keemstar responds to this by saying, this man tried his hardest to get me cancelled, lose my sponsors, and deplatformed. Yes, I lost G Fuel, but I've made 4 different companies since strong equity deals too, and my viewership is at an all-time high. Now his social blade is dead. Nicholas Diorio tweets out, H3H3 claims he lost 80% of his sponsors after starting a sponsor war in June. He is a finalist of the Playing Stupid Games event, which would award him with the coveted Stupid Prize. Keemstar then tweets out, Keemstar wins at Uno, showing the content nuke video, Uno reverse card, H3 losing 80% of his sponsors, and then Keemstar saying, I win. And now we go back to this tweet where he responds to Slasher by saying, I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current landscape. The Quartering reacts to this by saying, it's awesome the man who once campaigned for fair use now celebrates deplatforming. Ricky Berwick responds to Ethan by saying this.
Oh, he said the line! He said it!
Brittany Venti responds to Ethan by saying, celebrating censorship when it suits you, huh? Don't fight with H3, or he might ask Mommy Susan to ban you. Turkey Tom responds to Ethan with a picture of this very defeated looking man. Unproductive response to H3 by saying, when I remember I used to be a Leafy fan back in 2016, showing a picture of a guy putting a gun in his mouth. Muhammad responds to H3 by saying, we know who did it, showing the infamous picture of Ethan, Susan, and Ela. Usama responds to Ethan by saying, you were really hiding when he did put out bangers, but now you are out of the cave once he's terminated. Kali Troll responds to Ethan by saying, you on the phone to Susan Wojcicki, getting Leafy banned. Rev says, man, you fell off. Whack. Portillo Moment responds to Ethan by saying, this you? Showing the moment when he said he lost 80% of his sponsors. Restless Mofo responds to Ethan by saying, Leafy being himself for 4 months knowing the consequences is more interesting than anything you ever did or will do with that podcast. Emma responds to Ethan by saying, how long have you been waiting to say this again? DHGR responds to her by saying, Emma, leave this comment section. It's gonna get dirty, and we also don't want to hate you for hating Leafy. Emma responds, I just asked a question? Didn't say anything about hating anyone. Mars then responds to her by saying, Leafy fans are red-pilled incels. Don't worry about it. They all cap. Floyd Rose responds to H3 by saying, gloating over the misfortune of others. Real classy, Ethan. Scrubby quote tweets Ethan and says, the end of Leafy's last video had an H3H3 animation. Speaking of that animation, it was actually made by one of Leafy's infamous topics from back in the day, Mr. Black Darkness 666. I'm playing a bit of it on screen right now to get you an idea of what it was like, but if you want to see the full thing, the link will be in the cards up above. H3 continues tweeting about the situation when he once again shows the picture of him and Susan Wojcicki. Luce responds to Ethan by saying, so Susan, can you ban Leafy? And then Luce follows this up by saying ouch and showing that Ethan blocked him. So Ethan played into the meme of him calling up Susan by posting the picture of him and Susan and then blocks people for playing into the meme that he just posted. Alright then, I guess maybe he posted that to get all the detractors out of the woodwork so he could block them. I'm not too sure. Anyways, moving on. Mersh responds to him by saying same energy, showing all of the world leaders touching a glowing globe. Jay Aubrey responds to Ethan by saying, you bold for this one, man. Augie responds, AIDS, lol. Edwin's Generation quote tweets him and says, Leafy gets banned and shortly after Ethan posts this, but he wonders why people conspire about his ties with YouTube and doing favors for him, unless he could have actually? Internet Unwound responds to Ethan by saying, and so the conspiracy will continue, lol. How long before the first video goes up saying this is proof? Laughing my ass off. Mudahar responds with the same image but having a Brazzers logo instead. Nicholas Diorio shows Ethan's response to Leafy's ban next to Pokemon's response to Leafy's ban, and captions it by saying, this is the visual representation of why people always think Ethan is guilty when there is literally no way he did this, lol. And then after blatantly saying that Ethan isn't responsible for this, Nick gets blocked by Ethan. He tweets this out and says, I didn't even tweet at him, lol. He's reading my fucking timeline, laughing my ass off. My only tweets about him today have been defending that he didn't do this, lol. AugRFC then shows that he's also blocked and says, holy shit, laughing my fucking ass off. Me and Nick got blocked. All I said was AIDS in a reply, and Nick didn't even reply. He's watching, lol. Turkey Tom then shows that he's also blocked, and Gamer from Mars also gets blocked. He says, didn't even say anything to him. He unfollowed and blocked me for sticking up for free speech. I'm not gonna lie, getting blocked by Ethan Klein hurt, since I looked up to him for so long. But now it's clear the only reason he followed/talked to me was that he hoped I'd turn on Keemstar and friends for his own benefit. Me standing up for free speech showed that wouldn't happen. Review Tech USA quotes Gamer from Mars and says, Ethan is only an opportunist. He's always been that way. Nicholas Diorio then tweets out, lol, this dude, showing that he liked a tweet from Comment Cop that showed a hypocritical statement of Nick's, right after blocking him. And then I go to check Ethan's account myself and find out that I'm blocked. And coincidentally, it happened only a couple minutes after I DM'd Ethan, saying that I liked his tweet, where he said I would love to see Leafy exist in the landscape today, but I also commented in the same message that I didn't like that Leafy was banned. Nick shows this and says, Boblax complimented and then got blocked for it. Lol. Yeah, that was pretty weird, man. It seems really weird to block over that, but Keemstar ended up having his own theories on why Ethan blocked us. He tweets out, at Gamer from Mars, you were blocked because you were friendly with me and refused to push Ethan's narrative that Basher was innocent. Boblax, you were blocked because you tweeted the clip of him losing 80% of his sponsors. Nick Diorio, you were blocked because you helped me edit my Burger King video today. If you want to know what that Burger King video is about, I will have a video about that coming out within the next few days. But anyways, moving on, a couple people had some comments on this mass block. BWC reacts to it by saying, so the Kleins are at it again, huh? Leafy is a cunt, but like that's the point of Leafy. Pretty bad to see someone removed because of that. Ma says, Ethan Klein is a fucking pussy ass bitch. Laughing my ass off. What a nutless shrimp. Brittany Venti says, Leafy gets censored and banned from YouTube. Everybody suspects H3H3. H3H3 proceeds to celebrate on Twitter. H3H3 proceeds to block the entire commentary community on Twitter. Considering the circumstance, it's seeming more and more like he did his dirt and then ran. Tommy C says, why does H3H3 celebrate Leafy's deplatforming? Because he does not have the clout capital to cancel anyone himself anymore. The Keemstar cancellation was a total failure at his expense in the long run, not Keem's. He'll take any win he can at this point. After Ethan's blocking spree, he continues to talk about Leafy when he tweets out, Leafy had the best commentary, showing that someone named Apex responded to Leafy's tweet by saying, someone needs to kill Pokimane. And then Leafy responded by saying, HDR recon scope. Apex responds with a picture of an airsoft gun and says, I'd use the OG. Muhammad responds to H3 with this meme image saying, I did it. I terminated Leafy's channel. Ollie responds to H3 by saying, the edgiest of children flock to his channel like flies to shit. Mark After Dark quote tweets Ethan and says, that's an airsoft gun. Nope. Putting this under real actual threats. Roasted Curry responds to H3 by saying, I love how everybody is like, YouTube is a private company, they can do whatever they want. Then when something happens on YouTube, bitches be like, this is so unfair. Y'all like censorship when only it's in your favor. Ms. Man the Frying Pan responds to him by saying, censoring comment, criticism, and or jokes regarding sensitive topics equals not okay. Censoring someone who uses his channel solely as a platform to bully others and incite this sort of shit from fans equals disappear. Bosch responds to H3 by saying, wow, Leafy got banned? Shocker. Oh no! Anyway, Woke Reese-Moore responds to Ethan by saying, bruh, I'm not for deplatforming, but Leafy deserved it 100%. Testicles responds to him by saying, nah, hate him or not, I don't think people gotta lose their livelihood for saying stuff online. Woke responds by saying, I mean, if your livelihood is based on bullying people, then you are doing something wrong in my opinion. Ethan then continues to tweet about this when he posts a clip from Keemstar's Storyfire video with Leafy and captions it by saying, Leafy confesses he went to protests with an illegally concealed gun, saying he was looking for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Truly disturbing.
Wait a minute. How did you get enough balls to go to the protest? Because, like, there was a protest or riot in your area, and I remember you went there.
Well, I'm not that frail, and on top of that, dude, I fucking own guns and shit. Like, I literally went there with a fucking gun in a holster. I don't know if I can say this out loud, but, like, I don't have a concealed weapons permit, but I don't really give a shit, dude. I have a gun, I have a holster, you know, I'm from fucking Utah. My family has guns, right? So, like, yeah, I just showed up with that shit and, like, underneath my jacket.
That was crazy that night. I really thought something bad was going to happen to you because you were showing videos of like helicopters above you and shit, cops everywhere.
Bro, I wasn't on the front lines or whatever, but I did see a police car on fire. Like, that's the most shit I saw, right? I mean, in truth, I don't know if this can even go on Storyfire, but I just want one day in my life for someone to give me an excuse to shoot them. Is that an extreme opinion? Probably. Bro, that was a late laugh, dude. People are gonna think I'm like George fucking Zimmerman or something. That was a joke, bro. Kind of.
And we'll see you next week. Make sure you subscribe for more.
Ethan follows us up by saying, the craziest part is that Keemstar manually uploaded this to his Storyfire channel. Keemstar responds to him by saying, sub to me here guys, linking his Storyfire, and then Storyfire responds to Keem by saying, stay lit y'all. Ricky Berwick responds to Keem by saying this.
I live for this back and forth shit. Keep it up, guys. Proud of you.
Brittany Venti responds to Ethan by saying, meanwhile, Hassan said America deserved 9/11, yet you had him on your podcast. Sarah Cry responds to Venti by saying, so pressed about Hassan it's embarrassing, but you gotta pander to your right-wing audience to get that coin, baby. Venti responds, he's not going to fuck you. Augie RFC responds to all of this by saying, Snake Ethan taking an edgy joke from Leafy, making it out like he is a shooter. Very disgusting. Augie then tweets out a video and says, recently I have uncovered footage of two YouTubers, H3H3 Productions and iDubbbz, threatening to kill specifically named politicians. Disgusting.
Oh! Take that, Joe. City Council.
Oh god, I fucking hate the City Council.
We're kidding, by the way. Not an actual threat against Joe.
No, I mean,
God
it's not
bless
a
him.
threat. Like, we can say that we hate things while we shoot.
I'm getting it out of my system.
Yeah, I
Joe.
hate the government.
God damn. Yeah, no, totally. Whoa! Whoa, that one's loud. That one's almost louder than the shotty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh!
That's pretty good. I think if there was a politician on the other end of that, they'd probably be down.
I don't think we can say that. I'm gonna
You can bleep it, come on.
2 hours later, he quote tweets himself and says, mission accomplished. Angry H3 fans rushing to defend his humor. Yet they won't do the same for Leafy. Now hear me out. How about we just let people joke about whatever they want? And stop trying to go after people's wallets when they hurt our feeling. Turkey Tom responds to all of this by saying, why is Ethan like this? Laughing my ass off. Willie Mac Show quote tweets Ethan and says, dude, this is funny as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. You've literally made these same sort of jokes on your podcast and in your videos. I think people wrongingly call you a hypocrite all the time, but this is legitimately hypocritical. Textbook bullshit. Nick DiOrio responds to this by saying, he doesn't want Leafy to have any platform, lol. He then shows Ethan criticizing Leafy for his gun comment, and then puts it next to tweets that Hila and Ethan made in 2017 where Hila says, I care, and I kill. And then Ethan responds to her by saying, you hear that, Patrice? Nick then simply says, lol. Ethan then quote tweets himself and says, Leafy posted this on Instagram this morning, showing that Leafy posted pictures of him holding his gun in his kitchen. Jay Aubrey quote tweets Ethan and says, Leafy packing that War of 1812 heat. Justin Wang responds to him by saying, dude's gotta take out the Hatfields and McCoys. Jay Aubrey also comments on the thumbnail of Keemstar's Storyfire video and says, probably the weirdest fucking thumbnail I've seen all year. Willie Mac Show quote tweets Ethan and says, all my homies hate this guy. This guy is on some whack shit. A casual observer responds to Ethan by saying, that's a nice ass repeater. Leafy, is that a Winchester? Leafy responds, had it since a kid. Leafy's panda responds to him by saying, holy shit, that kitchen. Leafy responds, I prefer Twitter, but Instagram really not that bad. Nice work, Zuckerberg. Leafy panda responds, shoot the oven. To which Leafy responds, Leafy is truly disturbing. Leafy then responds directly to H3 by saying, I can't take a picture of my guns, or I can't make jokes? Why do you even hate me so much? Laughing my fucking ass off. Ethan then quote tweets him and says, no reason, showing various comments that people left on Leafy's Instagram post. The first one says, Leafy is on his way to YouTube headquarters. The next one says, Leafy's armed. Leafy would love to see Ethan survive against his guns. Use it on H3. Shoot me. Don't come to online school tomorrow, that type of energy. School shooter vibes, etc, etc. And I find it funny that he calls that out, considering I just read a tweet from an H3 fan where he had a guy with a gun in his mouth and said, when I realized I used to be a Leafy fan. Everybody makes these type of jokes. No matter what creator you are, you're going to have a fan who makes these type of jokes, whether you like it or not. I guess posting a gun can incite those type of comments, but Leafy never made those comments himself. He just posted a picture of his gun. That on top of the fact that the comments are jokes in general, so I don't know. I don't see it as a big deal unless H3 legitimately thinks that Leafy has a bunch of shooter fans and all 5 million of his subscribers are going to like commit mass genocide somewhere. I don't think it's a big deal at all. But again, that's just my opinion. Leafy responds to Ethan by saying, truly disturbing. Leafy then continues to talk about this on his timeline when he says, I think Leafy is unironically scary criminal. Sexy Oreo responds to him by saying, uh-oh, they found out Leafy has a gun. Leafy responds, and he joking about it. Truly disturbing. Leafy responds to Leafy by saying, and yet Keem keeps eating. Leafy responds, bro, deadass, I would have hung up and called the FBI. Keemstar then tweets out, Leafy, remember when you went to Black Lives Matter protests supporting Black Lives Matter? The other guy that got your channel shut down, he made a video talking about Black Lives Matter, but never joined any marches. He's all talk, but you actually took action and protested for Black Lives Matter. He's probably racist. Now, based on that comment Keemstar made at the very end, I decided to respond with a compilation video I found of stuff H3 has said that might support that statement. But before I show it, I do have to give everybody an N-word warning. Because at the tail end of editing this video, Leafy started up a stream where he decided to watch my 4-hour recap of Keemstar vs H3. And on that video, Ethan kept saying the N-word, and Leafy actually played it on his stream. So if Leafy gets banned from Twitch, it might be my fault. And I don't want that to happen again to anyone on any stream. So as a guideline, if you ever see Ethan wearing one of the N-word hats, be sure to mute the video. Alright? Okay then. Let's watch this clip.
And his whole thing is
Bro,
that he
I
says
came back.
nigger faggot.
Holy shit, it's
Right.
back with
Yeah.
the yellow hat.
lot of
Alright, we
views.
gotta skip this shit.
Because I was like, they're like these huge black dudes, and they were all strapped. They were all black. There was like 10. I'm just saying, they were, every single one of them was black.
Okay. I don't even pay
You don't
attention
see
to
skin
color or
color?
anything.
If there's 8 dudes on security and they're all black, I think that's worth noting.
I just noticed their suit. They were all wearing suits.
They were all wearing suits. Yeah, no, they were super
That
professional.
was nice.
And I mean, they were all like 6'5", black
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah, that's terrifying. Is a 6'5" black dude scare you more than a 6'5" white dude?
No. Is it supposed to?
Well,
I mean, no, it's the height maybe that will scare you.
yeah. Yeah. How do I get out of this?
She's holding what looks like a phallic object, a little 8-year-old girl, and a big, giant black man looking in on her, man. It's like Blackzilla. This guy's got a weird fantasy, dude. Blackzilla rapes the little 8-year-old white girl with blonde hair. He likes it. He likes them white and blonde.
Nigger faggot horde. It's just a wonderful string of words that really gets you going. It's like mouth silk. I love that I can just say nigger faggot though.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't really say that. Fuck you, nigger faggot. He's like killing niggas.
Anyways, Leafy responds to Keemstar by saying, nah bro, Leafy is scary. Storyfire then tweets out a clip from the H3 podcast and says, we are officially changing our name to Dumpster Fire.
Now he's on Storyfire, which I'm pretty sure Keemstar is or Dumpster Fire. I don't know, is it Dumpster Fire or Storyfire? Anyway,
I genuinely couldn't remember the name.
Nicholas Diorio responds to them by saying, Jesus, take a shit on brands, lol. Ethan Klein can't stop going for the wallet. Storyfire then tweets out, gather around y'all, #warm trash, showing that they've rebranded to Dumpster Fire. McJuggernuggets quote tweets them and says, we either need to fire or promote this social media manager. Speaking of Storyfire, Keemstar made a post on there that says, H3H3 made the lamest joke ever, called Storyfire Dumpster Fire. So Storyfire Twitter changed their name to it. The whole internet is roasting this poor man. Elvis the Alien tweets out a response that someone called Bricky made to H3 where he says, Leafy is just speaking the truth. Every man is looking forward to that one time in their life when they can justifiably kill someone. If you say that you aren't, you are either lying or a woman. Elvis responds to this by saying, excuse me, what? To which Ethan replies, I don't want to kill anyone. And then Elvis responds, I guess we are women. Ethan Klein then retweets a response he got from Caseytron that says, I wonder what it's like to be a 40-year-old man and the only person you really have crossover with is an edgy kid half your age. Just shows the maturity level. Willie Macho tweets out, note to self, don't go after Pokimane. You'll lose your YouTube channel and H3H3 will call you a shooter. Keemstar then tweets out a Twitter video with the caption, what's wrong with him?
Okay, so the internet is pretty much kind of all on the same page here. They blame H3H3 for the reason Leafy's channel is down. So because of this, H3H3 starts spinning this narrative, right? Me and Leafy are friends. I help out Leafy. Leafy definitely helps out me. I go on Leafy's show. I went on his YouTube channel. I go on his live streams. He comes on my shows. He comes on my podcast. That's kind of how friendship works, right? But H3H3 tries to spin this narrative. I can't believe this, that Keemstar has set up Leafy to purposely get him banned and to use him. Listen to this.
Understand? I mean, dude, your buddy Leafy could have used your insight, man. You had an awakening. Why didn't you tell Leafy about it?
Well, isn't it interesting
I'm
that
the fucking bad guy.
Keem is the one that kind of like instigated this whole thing. So he kind of baited Leafy into getting into kamikaze in his channel in a way.
Dan, 1 billion%.
1 billion%. 1 billion%. Who benefits from this? You know what I would benefit? I would benefit more if Leafy, all right, the person that I work with on clothing brand and everything else, right, had a YouTube channel with 5 million subscribers. That's how I would benefit the most, not his channel getting taken down. But listen to this wild theory of the person that's being accused of taking down Leafy.
Keemstar. Who started the Pokimane rumor that she has a boyfriend?
No. I didn't start a rumor, right? She does have a boyfriend. She has a boyfriend. It's not a rumor.
Keemstar basically got Leafy banned, or put him up to it. I feel like Keemstar totally puppet master Leafy. He's using.
You can't make this shit up. Look at him. He's lying through his teeth, so he has to look over to his wife like, agree with me? Look at her. She's like,
Nicholas Diorio responds to Keem by saying, Guy is really sick, lol. It's a shame to see how hard he's falling. Even his channels are bleeding since June. Sponsors are leaving, subscribers are leaving, and fans are becoming detractors. Really hard to watch. I was watching this dude since 2015. Part of the reason I'm making content now, actually. I remember listening to his episode of Baited. When me and Turkey Tom made our videos, we wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Now he shit talks us in our community. What a world. CBT Syndrome Specialist responds to Nick by saying, benefit of the doubt. Ethan never cared about the YouTube community. That doesn't seem like giving him the benefit of the doubt to me. Nick responds, then you should rewatch them. Lol. Brittany Venti responds to Keem by saying, isn't this slander on H3's end? He straight up said word for word that it was your fault. Pimpmaster Yoda responds to Keemstar with this video captioned, H3 is slowly going down the road of mental deterioration.
You know, a thought I had, Keem. Perhaps early onset dementia H3 is suffering from, as unable to tell reality from fantasy he now is. Eventually, forced Ethan will be to live the rest of his days in a lovely assisted care home, with no tall black men to scare him. There, happily he can live, provided with a Nerf gun, as the nurses and other staff dress up as Keem and Leafy. So, endlessly relive his fantasies of ending them, Ethan will be allowed to. Ah, a suitable fate, that is, for a punk-ass bitch.
Ricky Berwick makes a video about this with the title, Putting Leafy and H3 in their place.
Leafy, you're always talking about the guns that you have on Instagram. Nobody cares. Have you ever used a P30 airsoft gun? Look at the damage. Your guns are pussy shit. This is what you want to use. And Ethan, talking about how Leafy's making a joke about guns and killing people. H3, it's just a fucking joke. Just like this is. So stop it. And Leafy, quit thinking you're a tough guy. Alright?
You miss him.
Got him in the heart. How's that for aim?
I missed your tongue flick. Sorry, do it again.
H3 Podcast tweets out, a tribute to Leafy, farewell to a friend.
You know, I would love, people saying, oh, Leafy, come back. I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like, the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today. And you have to adapt and overcome the fact that, like, you can't even curse, bro. Like, I don't know. I'd like to see him try to make a comeback.
Dude, I survived. I did the math earlier. I survived 143 days. I take that as a dub.
I tried everything else, bro. I tried emailing, I tried going through the normal system, crying on Twitter. The second it goes on trending, age restricted, crying on Twitter. Bro, it's like they're fucking with me. Like, I'm convinced that they get some sort of sick satisfaction from this or something. Crying on Twitter. Instantly age restricted, which I know I already said this in another video, but when your video gets age restricted, it gets removed off trending. Crying on Twitter. I think they get some sick satisfaction out of this. I'm not gonna bitch about this for 8 hours, but just know I could.
I don't think my videos are as harsh as they used to be, not even close, but I don't think the videos themselves were that toxic.
We saw this tweet of someone actually saying that they were going to kill Pokimane. Here's Leafy suggesting to use an HDR recon scope.
What caused this? What do you think happened? Like, if you had to guess, because you don't know anything.
I have no idea.
Pokimane isn't even attractive. There's really no other way of saying it, she's just not hot, dude. She's just really not hot. The average person on Twitch is more attractive than Pokimane. At least with the titty streamers, a lot of them are hot. Pokimane really doesn't have that going for her so much. I'm thinking 3 out of 10. If not, you know, actually Keemstar probably had it right.
Yeah, it was super random, dude.
To wrap up this video, I think this guy definitely took the dub. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat him. I mean, I think there should be another award for the most creative ones and the most creative ways of pissing off the tier 3 subs. Anyways, whoever wins gets $500.
No, I had one, I think, warning.
When I have an idea or when I have a cow that just keeps producing milk, I'm just going to keep milking it until the milk dries up and the cow has been milked to this point of complete utter exhaustion and at the same time complete utter efficiency. Until that point, until the cow is, it's not even dead, until the cow is non-existent. I'm assuming at this point some people are wondering, when am I going to stop? And the answer is never. I'm never going to stop. Or if I had to be honest, most likely when I get banned. She has a boyfriend. Let me say that one more time. Dude, she has a boyfriend and you're fucking pathetic. After you guys get done donating to her, she goes and fucks someone else.
And I get a DM from one of his very close friends. And this is what they said to me. Honestly, Leafy liked you too. But he said he can't date anyone because it will make his female fans insult him.
Do you guys hear that? Do you guys fucking hear that? What the fuck is that? Do you guys hear that? What the fuck? Oh god. I don't understand. How are we winning right now? To all the people mad, dude, it's just luck. I think God just loves me. That's I don't know. God, this is like actual plot armor IRL. And this is like the simulation year for me. This is just, it's like going too well. Like actually too well. Whoa. Am I already banned? Bro, I'm already banned.
Ethan responds to it by saying, Fuck, this is so sad. Now obviously that clip comes from the H3 podcast, where Ethan talked more in depth on his opinion of Leafy's ban. And since this video has been pretty anti-H3 so far in terms of the tweets I've read, just because those are the tweets that are out there, I figured it would be only fair to show what he had to say, and give full context to the clip that Keemstar showed earlier. So here is what he said.
Leafy literally, that clip in the beginning of that edit, Leafy put at the end of all of his videos of me saying, I'd love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current landscape. It didn't bother me, actually. I thought it was funny and fair, you know, to try. But the problem is that when you invest so heavily in that, and then when you do get banned, you look like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, dude. I was right. I mean, it's just, I feel like I'm not getting enough credit for that I was right. And like the dude, he invested so much in this meme. Every video. I was right the whole fucking time, dude. So, I mean, I feel like I get a little bit of a right to tweet this because a lot of people were angry somehow that I tweeted this. I would love to see Leafy try and exist in today's current climate.
And then some people were saying that you're celebrating his ban.
How am I celebrating? I'm literally, am I not entitled, after this guy put this in every single one of his videos for what, 140 days or whatever he said, that I don't even get to it? I have a moral obligation to tweet this. Do you understand? I have a personal obligation to tweet this.
Mm-hmm.
It's been not celebrating, dude. It's like ordained by God. So I'm trying to see all the things. So here's one. Bye-bye, Pokimane, haha. Someone says someone needs to kill Pokimane, and it has 1,400 likes. That doesn't seem very funny. That to me seems like extraordinarily fucked up. And Leafy responded, HDR recon scope. I don't know. When I saw this, does anyone really think this is funny or cool? I mean, it's kind of horrifically irresponsible and disgusting.
It seems to me like he does, but you have to acknowledge that this is so irresponsible of you to even engage in a comment like that. Even if his response is not technically serious because he's mentioning whatever it is. Just the fact that he's even engaging in a comment like that, you can't. You have a responsibility. You can't do that because you're promoting it.
I mean, I would block this person.
Right.
If I saw that, if on a video I was making fun of someone. But the thing is, a comment like this probably had like maybe a few likes, and then he responded to it, and then it got thousands.
Exactly why I'm saying it. You can't even engage in something like this because then you're validating it, and you're bringing more attention to it.
If I'm YouTube and I see this, I'm like, this kid.
It's dangerous.
This is horrific. This is horrific. I mean, this is just crazy. I'm sorry. This is crazy. I mean, this alone is like horrific. I don't know. That's a strike for sure. Immediately. I know it's on Twitter, but I don't know, dude. You can't do that. That's fucked up. Like, just from a humanistic perspective from Pokimane, if I was her, I would just be like, dude, what?
I would be very disturbed like, dude, and actually scared for myself.
It's like, dude, you can make fun of me, but like now people are saying I'm gonna kill her, and you think that's some kind of funny joke. I mean, you don't know who that person is, or the 1,400 people who liked that tweet. And that's also part of the thing about when you make 15 videos about someone, even if you're not talking about them in the video, you're just riling people up and getting them all crazy. And it's like Pokimane has turned into this inhuman monster that people just can just say, I want to kill her. And that's somehow a funny joke. Okay, so that to me is horrific. So, yeah, I've got... This is really horrific behavior. I mean, I don't want this shit on YouTube.
I just feel like if any one of us would do this stuff, we would get banned, and it's pretty clear to us.
Yeah.
Because I see people like Scares or other YouTubers expressing concern that they feel like this is a red flag because they could be next. I haven't seen any of you guys do this stuff, you know? I haven't seen anyone else do this kind of stuff, so...
It's the 15 videos, it's the misleading thumbnails, it's the joking about killing her, it's encouraging the audience to go raid her Discord and try to get banned and giving a cash prize. I mean, dude, there's this whole thing of like, they came for Leafy and you laughed, and next they came for you and nobody was there. It's like, dude, no. The guy definitely had it coming.
I mean, pretty much his whole channel seems like an experiment. Like he was checking how far he can push it before he gets banned.
I think he should just own it. I don't
Yeah.
know why he has to act like a little bitch now and act like he's all surprised and act like he's the martyr of YouTube. I thought you were some edgy fucking kid that didn't give a shit about anything, and now all of a sudden you care? Where's the apathy now, dude? Just don't be a little bitch and own the fact that you got a speed run ban and that you've got the world record, and I'll give you props for that. I mean, I'll give you props for that. But the fact is that you're trying to have it both ways. You're trying to have your cake and eat it too, where you're like, I'm going to keep doing this until I get banned. And on the other hand, you go on Twitter and cry and bitch on Drama Alert about how you're a fucking martyr. And what I'm surprised is that so many people fall for it when you were clearly just trying to get banned. You just got to own that. Stop being a fucking bitch. He's such a baby-ass bitch. Crying. I can't believe so many people bought it. I mean, dude, you guys really want the kind of content where creators go put your Discord and give a cash prize for whoever can find the most creative way to harass you? Really? Scarce? Maybe they don't know about all this stuff, I'm assuming.
I don't think they do.
Yeah. But again, so why are they giving him so much benefit of the doubt? I just don't get it. It's fucking Leafy, dude. I would like to congratulate him on the speed run YouTube ban. That I'll definitely give him props for. But the fact that he's out here crying like a little fucking bitch. Dude, what happened to the edgy cool kid apathy, dude? You know? What the fuck, dude? Anyway, he goes on. I wish Keemstar would have told him. Because I remember when Keemstar got his, he blocked the podcast. I love that he preemptively blocked the podcast, Twitter, Keemstar. Because when Keemstar got his 2-week suspension, he cried and apologized. And he's like, YouTube, I'm so sorry. I now understand there are rules that we need to follow. But at the same time, he's interviewing Leafy being like, this is outrageous. He's a martyr. Like, dude. Here, let's watch Keemstar cry about the rules here.
To also spread the message out to the community of what the rules are.
Oh,
because
you should have
when I uploaded that video, I didn't think I was breaking the rules. But that is how strict YouTube is on the bullying and harassment guidelines. And I understand where they're coming from. They're trying to make the platform better for creators. And based on talking to them, I understand that I broke the rules and that I am sorry.
Oh, he's sorry. He's so sorry he broke the rules. Fast forward to him talking to Leafy. This is outrageous. What did you do? I don't understand. I mean, dude, your buddy Leafy could have used your insight, man. You had an awakening. Why didn't you tell Leafy about it?
Well, isn't it interesting
I'm
that
the fucking bad guy.
Keem is the one that kind of like instigated this whole thing. So he kind of baited Leafy into getting into kamikazing his channel in a way.
Dan, 1 billion%. Who benefits from this? Keemstar. Who started the Pokemon rumor that she has a boyfriend? Keemstar. Keemstar basically got Leafy banned or put him up to it. I feel like Keemstar totally puppet mastered Leafy. He's using Leafy to every end he wants. Let's see. He went on Drama Alert. He gave him an exclusive interview. Now he's on Storyfire, which I'm pretty sure Keemstar is or Dumpster Fire. I don't know. Is it Dumpster Fire or Storyfire? Anyway, I genuinely couldn't remember the name. And so now Keemstar, who owns Dumpster Fire, Leafy is on that platform. Huge W for Keemstar, right? He's going on his podcast, Your Mom's
Basement.
Yeah, Your Mom's Basement. And so I feel like Keemstar is benefiting greatly from all of this. And he got Leafy to go out there and stir up all this drama for him to report on Drama Alert. And now his channel's banned, and Keemstar's like, I had no idea that YouTube could do this. And meanwhile, he literally posted a video on Twitter saying, I am so sorry that I did this, and now I understand the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Keemstar fucked you, Leafy. Like, he used you, abused you, and spit you out and wiped his ass with you and milked you for every dime and dollar. It's crazy how you don't see that. It's crazy how you don't see that to me.
So that's about it in regards to what Ethan said. about Leafy, but in that same podcast, he also talked about Keemstar suing him, which is something we will talk about in the next video. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. Also follow me on Twitter if you want to see my opinions on this over there. Thank you so much to my channel members, in particular, Sushi Joe, Forever Ghoul, The Dank Memes Play, Turtle, and A Zorich for $30 a month, Rubybox Fox for $40 a month, and Boar for $50 a month. This helps me out immensely. I appreciate it a lot. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.